Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program which is called Tarot Your Love Story for the month of August 2019. And this is for you coming from Sagittarius. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll answer your questions. Now, the first card that I'm going to pull will be to do for your first 15 days of August, and I'm going to tackle your area of romance for you, you coming from Sagittarius. And it's a wonderful card. It's a card that promotes a romance to be very steady and become eternal because the card shows eternity. So this is a card that produces a lot of good luck. So if you find a new romance in the first 15 days of August, it's going to be a very, very good one. Value it and look after it. And if you already have an ongoing romance, it's also going to do very well. Talk of enlarging your responsibilities for each other, buying a new condo together, a car together, talking about marriage, all these things can easily be attained. So a very good first 15 days where romance is concerned, whether new or whether ongoing. Now I'm going to talk to you about your marriage for you coming from Sagittarius. And let's see what the card says. It's a card of mystery. Well, there's some stories here. Number one, don't show arrogance. Number two, don't bring up something out of the blue, which is of a mysterious kind. Now, in your marriage, if there's any uncertainty, don't make it worse by doing this, which I've just spoken about. Try to put on a good front and be sociable and improve your tolerance for your marriage partner. And you will see that improvements come. Because the problems, if there are any, are not very strong. And this message is only for 15 days, for the first 15 days of August. So help your marriage and it will get better and better that way. Be understanding and be helpful rather than be secretive. I'm now going to talk to you about your last 16 days of August. And your last 16 days of August, we talk about the possibility of a new romance. And for you coming from Sagittarius, oh, this is a very bad card. And it's a card that shows breakup. So a new romance that come may not last very long. It may break up very suddenly. And an ongoing romance is also in the danger of having severe problems. So what you're going to do about it, you've got to identify, if it's a new romance, identify what are the difficulties with that person who wants to have a new romance, or whether it's you who want to have the new romance. Identify the problems because there are problems going on from the new person. And if you feel that it's a danger to carry on, then get out of it. If you feel that this problem may be only temporary, then take your time and heal it. And regarding your ongoing romance, you have to be careful. Don't bring up issues that are very touchy. Stay away from any kind of argument. And you definitely don't want to dominate. These are all the ingredients for your, where were we now? All your ingredients for the first 15 days of August that are going to produce problems for you. So you've got to be very careful in this last 15 days, last 16 days. Is going to be a big, big issue. Now I'm going to pull another card to talk to you about your last 16 days of August where marriage is concerned. And let's see what happens here. This is a card of strength, which means that whatever problems there are in the last 16 days of August where marriage is concerned, you will have the energy to control it. So that's a good sign. So it's not going to the level of breaking down and you being helpless. We're talking about you because it's you listening to me. So you're not going to be helpless. You're going to find solutions in marriage. But since it's a very troubled period in the last 16 days, tell yourself that the problems may be very much uncontrollable. So you don't want to ignite the fire any further by being argumentative, because miscalculations and misinformation is very quick to happen in the last 16 days of August, where your marriage is concerned. So be careful of that. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages, and some people from Sagittarius who are of these ages are going to be very lucky in romance and marriage. And let's see who they are. Well, if you happen to be the ages of 19 or 28 or 37 or 46 or 55 or 64 or 73, you're going to be very, very lucky. This is the card of the universe. So the numbers that control the universe to start with are the numbers I just gave you. So I've translated them to your ages. So this, if you have these ages in romance and marriage, you'll be one very lucky person. You're going to get something wonderful happening for yourself. If you're not of these ages, well, doesn't mean that you're a loser, not at all. It just means that you'll have to visit somebody like me who's an astrologer and who, with your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms, will be able to help you know how your periods of time will be. That's all. I only brought up this example as an exemplary one. Okay. Now we will go to your lucky colors. And look at this card. It's all about fiery colors. So I'm going to choose the color yellow for you. And the color yellow is going to be extremely lucky in the month of August to make your aura shine when you're looking for that new romance to meet, or to make your ongoing romance happy, or to make your marriage happy. Colors, if they are good, they bring an inspiration of goodness. If you wear the wrong colors, they bring despair and the ability of not getting anything right in romance or marriage. So you have to be careful. So wear plenty of yellow. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky direction. Why directions? Because 9 planets have been called to circle Earth. So when we look left or right or straight or back, we are going to be look at one planet or another. And if we are facing a good planet, we get all the blessings and good luck. We face the wrong planet, is the opposite. And so for you coming from Sagittarius, the direction from this card, I will choose as north. So if you face north with anything that you want in the area of romance and marriage, to find solutions or to make it even better, to improve your circumstances in romance and marriage, try to face north and you become very lucky. You'll be inspired basically. When you are inspired, you set off an energy which is called the aura. And that aura will be wonderful. It will attract people that you felt before you couldn't, but now you could. So face that in the month of August. Now I will talk to you about an attachment. So there's somebody in the month of August that you may feel very attached to, or may find to be attached to, or find somebody new to be attached to. And that person from this card, well, I'm going to settle for Aries. So somebody from Aries that you meet could start off a new romance, or if your romance partner right now is from Aries, or your marriage partner is from Aries, that would be wonderful. Or it could be a wonderful friendship that may start with somebody from Aries. So somebody from Aries is going to be very beneficial to you. Now this 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50, that's going to be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I will tackle your next 7, 8, or 9 years with that information. More than that, I will cover all areas: your job, your business, your finances, your health areas. I will go into detail, and of course, your love story as well. And I'll give you many bits of information: your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days, your lucky directions, and much more. And I'll give you your lucky personal lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I will show you how to get into that supernatural side of you. We all have that. It's a question of learning how to get there. So send me that email message at andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com. And I'll come back to you as soon as I can. In the meantime, I wish you a wonderful love story for the month of August. Thank you and goodbye.